Hackers have broken into the computer program that stores Alabama's school records, and East Alabama is getting ready for some serious winter weather.
A winter storm warning now in effect for all of East Alabama from midnight tonight all the way until Saturday. We'll have the complete forecast details coming up. EAN Local News starts now.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Waldrop Manufacturing, metal buildings made right here in Calhoun County.
Hello, we're glad you could join us. I'm Mike Stedham. Katie Edwards has the evening off. The State Department of Education revealed this week that PowerSchool, the software company that provides Alabama's student information system, was the victim of a recent international cybersecurity incident. The California-based company said that hackers gained unauthorized access to customer information in late December. School officials say they've been assured by the company that the incident has been contained and there is no evidence of ongoing unauthorized activity or operational disruptions. According to a news release from the Calhoun County School System, the affected data may include sensitive personal information such as names, addresses, and email addresses. Social Security numbers were not involved. Local school officials say they're working with PowerSchool to communicate with families, educators, and stakeholders about this attack. State school officials say the student information system used by every public school in Alabama, and the breach may have put students' medical and grade information at risk. Charles Person, the youngest freedom rider on the bus that was attacked in Anniston back in 1961, died this week. He was 82 years old. Pearson and his fellow passengers were making their way across the South when they confronted violence and hatred in the 1961 Freedom Rides. Born in Atlanta, Person began taking part in sit-ins while a teenager in an effort to desegregate public spaces. With the Congress of Racial Equality, he joined the original group of 13 Freedom Riders testing segregation laws across the South. Following his involvement with the Freedom Rides, Person continued his work as an educator and leader. His memoir, titled Buses Are A-Coming, published in 2021, shared his firsthand account of the movement and its lessons for future generations. Person also co-founded the Freedom Riders Training Academy, which teaches nonviolent resistance and the enduring importance of First Amendment rights. A volunteer from Texas came through East Alabama this week on his way to help communities struck by natural disaster last fall. We'll have those details in just a minute.
For metal buildings in Alabama and the Southeast, Waldrop Manufacturing is your one-stop source. A Waldrop metal building provides the coverage and protection your investments need. They specialize in carports, RV covers, portable buildings, and storage buildings. Stop paying rent for storage. With Waldrop's price per foot, you can actually save money by buying straight from the manufacturer. Waldrop buildings are guaranteed because Waldrop manufactures buildings with U.S. Steel right here in Calhoun County. Waldrop Manufacturing, serving the entire Southeast. Give them a call today.
Hi, I'm Mary Beth from CARES Direct Primary Care. Do you want convenient 24/7 access to health care? We are available in person, by text, phone, and video visit. Sooner or later, we all get sick. A quick trip to an ER or urgent care can quickly add up to more than the cost of 1 year's membership of Direct Primary Care. If you have a high deductible, you can quickly burn through that before your insurance activates. Join CARES DPC today.
This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by Oxford Lumber. Come visit any of our locations in Oxford, Jacksonville, Talladega, and Roanoke.
Tim Brown is a man on a continuing mission. Last fall, after hearing about the devastation in North Carolina left behind by Hurricane Helene, Brown left his home in Texas to help with the massive cleanup efforts. On his first trip through Alabama, he stopped at an RV park in Heflin and found a welcoming community. This week, Brown stopped again in Heflin and has made his way back to North Carolina for a second time. Brown tells EAN News that he's worked with various relief projects in the past, and he's able to use his skill with heavy machinery to support other workers. Brown says that although the North Carolina damage is no longer at the top of the national news, lots of help is still needed throughout that region.
If you have any kind of a skill set or ability to talk or move or work a computer, wash clothes, serve food, clean dishes, house clean, drive, transport. I mean, whatever it is, it's needed. And so, obviously, if you can operate equipment, for me, I mean, that's where spending most of my time is with equipment. If you can operate equipment, if you have equipment, if you have funds to get us equipment, like we need big iron equipment. We need heavy machinery.
And Brown encouraged people who have time and resources to join the volunteers who are still working every day to rebuild those communities.
Contact Chamber of Commerce. They're going to know where some of these, obviously, the churches, contact, just call a church. Like you don't know where to start, call a local church in any of those towns. And whether that town was affected by it directly or not, they're probably going to have a connection with another church family that in those areas that is, and they'll be able to make that connection. And so it really isn't that difficult to get plugged in.
Well, East Alabama's hunkering down for a winter storm expected to hit the area early Friday morning. We'll have more on that story in a moment.
For over 60 years, Oxford Lumber has been servicing our area, and our customer service has always been our main focus. Our customer service is what sets us apart from anyone else. From the moment you enter, our highly trained staff will treat you like family.
To enthusiastically provide total customer satisfaction within a positive and self-fulfilling employee relations environment. Visit us at any of our 4 locations or at oxfordlumber.com.
Barrett Body Shop has moved to its new location on Highway 431 in Alexandria. Barrett has been delivering top-notch collision repair in Calhoun County since 2000. Our skilled team restores your vehicle to pre-accident condition with a commitment to quality and safety. Choose Barrett Body Shop for honest, reliable service. This segment of EAN Local News is brought to you by WM Grocery, located in Heflin, Wedowee, Roanoke, and in Piedmont.
Schools, governments, and businesses across East Alabama are getting ready to deal with the possibility of snow and ice Friday morning. The city of Gadsden has been teaching its employees how to use a new snowplow and sand spreading equipment. The main state highways in Etowah County will be pre-treated by the Alabama Department of Transportation, while city crews will focus on Gadsden's other main thoroughfares. Calhoun County cities such as Anniston, Oxford, and Jacksonville will close all non-emergency offices Friday so they can focus on keeping roads as safe as possible. Schools across the region won't be sending out their school buses, and in-person classes have been canceled. Some schools, such as Piedmont, will be conducting e-learning days. Martha's Hope, a homeless shelter in downtown Anniston, will be open day and night through the storm. Alabama Power Company will be monitoring the impact of the storm on its equipment, and customers are able to report outages through its app. Jacksonville State University has suspended all classes on Friday in anticipation of this storm. The city of Oxford will close its municipal facilities this weekend, and a musical performance based on the career of the Temptations will be rescheduled for a later date at the Oxford Performing Arts Center. The emergency management agencies of Calhoun and Cleburne counties will be monitoring the effects of the storm and emergency personnel will be on duty through the weekend. The big question remaining is how much snow or sleet or ice we might be going to get, and when will it hit East Alabama? John Holder is standing by with the latest.
Mike, we have a combination of sleet, freezing rain, and snowfall. All of that in the mix for East Alabama. We will indeed tell you what to expect coming up next.
Since 1993, WM Grocery has been a major part of our local community. WM offers the very best in fresh produce and an outstanding meat department. WM also has many local products not found anywhere else and fresh sushi every day. If you need an event catered, come see Mrs. K at any WM store. Curbside pickup is also available for your online grocery orders. Be sure to download the WM app for all the deals of the week and shopper rewards. Go check them out today at any of their locations.
We take pride in our community and appreciate your business.
Getting my car serviced is easier than ever with Buster Miles Automotive Group in Cleburne and Calhoun County. They pick up my car, service it, and deliver it back. Convenient, efficient, and top quality. Schedule your service today and see why Buster Miles Automotive Group is the smart choice.
EAN News would like to thank all our commercial sponsors. Go check out our sponsors' links in the description below.
It was another beautiful day weather-wise across East Alabama. Maybe not temperature-wise, but as you can see with our EAN weather cam here on Quintard Avenue in Anniston, looking back to the west this afternoon. Plenty of blue sky and sunshine. We got some clouds that will work its way in later on tonight, but for the most part, it was a beautiful day today, but it was cold. 44 for the high, 10 degrees below the average even for the first half of January in Alabama. The low this morning, a frigid 21, way below the average for this time of year. And those temperatures are going to remain in place for the next several days. Time for weather on your street on a Thursday night. We're going to talk about a word that we don't use very much here at East Alabama, and that is the snow word. We've got snow in the forecast well after midnight tonight. 29 for the low on Broad Street in Gadsden. The snow will not begin, as we said, until late tonight, perhaps even 2-3 o'clock in the morning, in the wee hours of the morning. And there will be more snow in Gadsden to the north than there will be in places like Oxford, for instance. So as we look ahead to tomorrow in the city of Oxford on Airport Road, we have a winter storm warning. That warning is in effect from midnight tonight all the way until 6 a.m. on Saturday morning. The high tomorrow at 35 degrees. That high tomorrow is going to come in the afternoon hours. And so we're going to see temperatures at or below freezing for much of the morning tomorrow. So with this winter storm warning, what are we talking about? We're talking about, will there be some rainfall? Yes. Some freezing rain, certainly possible. Some accumulating sleet, that is in the forecast as well. And some snow as well. The further north you go, the more snow. The further south you go, the more ice across East Alabama. Now, as we look ahead to the weekend, everyone wants to know, we know what's going to happen Friday. What happens for the weekend? Well, the cold air remains in place on Ladiga Street in downtown Piedmont. Temperatures will be in the 30s on Saturday for highs, rising to the 40s on Sunday. The precipitation will be out of here for the weekend. It will just be cold, and we think any frozen precipitation that drops out of the sky will be melted away by the weekend here in East Alabama. Let's take a look at the 7-day forecast. I really wish we had some warm temperatures to tell you about, but folks, we don't for the next 7 days. One piece of good news, as we talked about yesterday, is all of the precipitation will be tomorrow. After that, we're dry the rest of the way. So no more winter weather to talk about except for temperatures. 38 for the high on Saturday, warming up to 45 on Sunday, 46 on Monday with plenty of sunshine. And we're going to see highs mainly, again, staying in the 40s, right around 40 degrees next week. Nighttime lows in the 20s. We've got a reinforcing shot of colder air coming in here by Tuesday and Wednesday of next week with morning lows back down in the low 20s. Again, these are temperatures that are about 10 to 12 or 13 degrees below the average, both for daytime highs and for nighttime lows over the next week. All right, here it is. We've got a lot of colors to show you here. This is winter storm warnings. These are winter weather advisories. The winter storm watch, we'll just tell you that, is over here in Georgia, in north and central Georgia. That has been upgraded to a winter storm warning as well. So everything in the pink here, this is north half of Mississippi, basically the northern third of Alabama. That does include everyone here in the EAN area, Cleburne County, Calhoun County, Etowah, Cherokee, some of the surrounding counties there. You are in this winter storm warning. Down to the south, if you are viewing us in places like Talladega, Lineville, Ashland, Wedowee, on down to the south toward Auburn and Opelika, back toward Birmingham and Tuscaloosa, those areas under a winter weather advisory. So again, we do expect more treacherous driving conditions in the pink than in the blue. And again, we could be looking at snow accumulations up to about an inch. That's about what we're going to see in most of Calhoun and Cleburne counties. In Etowah and Cherokee counties, we're going to be looking at maybe 2 inches of snow there. Ice continues to be a big deal. We're going to be talking about ice accumulations from a tenth to a quarter of an inch. That doesn't sound like a lot, but that is a lot. That can do a lot of damage to trees and power lines and can turn roads into skating rinks, literally. So we're going to have to watch for ice. I really think that in this area right here, especially in the pink, in this winter storm warning area for our area, the greatest threat overnight tonight and up until about lunchtime tomorrow is going to be ice. That is what we're looking at. That's our biggest concern coming up over the next 24 hours across East Alabama. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, bright and early at 6 a.m. with a very interesting Friday day at a glance. Right now, we've got more EAN local news. Here's Mike.
Thanks for that update, John, and thank you for watching us today. You'll find us every weeknight on Facebook, YouTube, our website, and on Rumble. Go to the platform of your choice and watch our news, sports, and weather coverage whenever it's convenient for you. We'll see you back here Friday for your news on your schedule.